Alright, so I paused Folklore for a second. I've been jamming out to that album. It's freaking amazing. Looking out the window, it's starting to pick up with wind and the clouds are getting darker. So I think I'm going to go ahead and actually leave. Hey guys, so it's Sunday, August 2nd. This is technically day 4 of being in my classroom, but this is going to be looped in with days 1 through 3 because I didn't film a lot during those days. I was here for a while yesterday with 2 of my friends. So I'm going to start today off by spinning you guys around. I'm going to show you all the things that we got done. Start here. This is going to be my Calm Down Center desk again, assuming that we're allowed to have it. I haven't put anything up because I don't know if we're allowed to do that this year or if we have to have a desk but no like stress toys or anything like that. I don't know how that's gonna go. All right, so this is the state over here. This is gonna go into my closet. They're adult costumes to wear. I'm going to be taking the anchor chart paper home. I'm gonna work on a couple anchor charts. Those are chilling there until I get them organized into the closet. Bins for organization. That's all my calm down stuff. That just needs to be put away. I'm working through emptying that up because this is not technically my bin, so I need to give it back to the school. And then this is stuff I'm working on cleaning. So yesterday, one of the big things we did was empty out the cubbies. When my sister was here, she labeled all of my book boxes for me, so they have a label on it. And inside are my math kits. So the math kits just have a label that say math kit with the student's letter. I assign letters, not numbers, to my students. And inside are just some basic things. So they got 10 of these round counters. I started them off with 5 Unifix cubes. Eventually they'll make it up to 10. Laminated tens frame, a laminated hundreds chart, a laminated 20 counting path, and then a laminated number bond. And 5 of these star-shaped counters, just to give us something a little fun to do some counting with. So, all those fit nicely within these are food takeout containers. They kind of look like the ones you would get from a Chinese restaurant, but I found them at Walmart. I got a pack of 20 for like $10. So, no, it was a pack of 15 for like $10, and I got an additional pack of 5 for some extra. But right now, these are just chilling in their book boxes. Eventually, they're going to end up going under their seats. But for now, just so I knew where they all were, that's there. My small group chairs last year, obviously I can't use them this year, so right now they're just stacked because they hold my indoor recess games, which kids can't play with anyway, because I have like a lot of treble games, Team Connect 4, things like that. So those are just going to be stored, but then 3 of them are my treasure boxes, so I need to figure out A, how I'm doing treasure box this year, and B, where to put that. This way, this is like my working through pile. All of these cabinets have been emptied, mostly. The only things really left in there are in this one. And like my pencil sharpener will come down, and then my sip stuff won't stay there. And then in this one, the only thing left right now are these and sip stuff. So these will come out onto my counter when I get my counter cleaned off, and then I can empty up top also. Yep, I have my counter area is set up. That won't stay there, but that's there for now. My library, thanks to one of my friends yesterday, all my books have been labeled, minus my holiday books. So I figured I would do those as the holidays come because there's no point. So I have a little bit left of the school books to do, but everything else is labeled within their bins. No, the bins are not going to stay like this. I was just trying to make sure I got all my books labeled. So I'm going to make the bucket labels next, and they're going to match whatever labels. Like this is my movie bucket, so this little picture will end up on the side or the front. I'm debating right now because like last year I had it set like this. There was 8 buckets on this one. I had this set for the 9 buckets. But this one, my sister, when she was here, she crammed 3 in on a row. And last year I only had 2, and I had them faced out like this. Because the kids can slide the 2, they can't slide the 3, but they're not going to be touching the buckets this year. I am. So I'm debating whether or not to leave it as the 3 to keep more books out in rotation, since we're going to have to put them in a quarantine bucket when they're done with them, or how that's going to look, I'm not sure. I got my first writing center up, and it looks so nice having all the pictures up there. I pulled out my Esmeralda story. All of these are the letters that are going to go up there. One of my friends also straightened out my word wall for me, so I've decided I'm going to just leave it as is. I'm not going to take the words down and put them up. I'm just going to have all of them up there. It'll be fine. Spinning you this way. My desk is pretty much the same. I pulled out, like I took out my small group bin, which we're not going to be able to use this year anyway, but that's there. And I've started to fill this up with things I need to do before the school year starts. You can see where we were in the midst of doing the books. Spinning you this way. This is all the stuff they were able to, well, some of this is from last year, but most of the stuff is stuff they were laminating and cutting for me, which was a huge help yesterday. Then spinning this way, I started pulling out all of this. My board is, it's a work in progress. That's stuff I wanted to get done today, but I'm not planning on staying as long as I originally was going to. So that's fine. I did our first cultural greeting up. I put my check our engine thing up that I do for the beginning of the year. My timer's back. And I put my voice levels and my bin thing. And then I don't know if we're going to have the Cornell notes up this year, but I made sure to leave space for it. So it's there. I put my class rules are up here this year. And then I started my story counter board, and my goal setting will be there. I haven't really done much here. I did start putting out some of the toys that they're going to rotate through. So these are those Picasso magnet things. Those are in a bucket. These are puzzles for whatever student gets assigned for puzzles. I figured I'd give them a couple options. My calendar is getting there. We got all of August done, so that's set for the beginning of the school year. Place value got laminated, so that's in there. The numbers are in the pocket. I tried putting up, I put my sticky clips up on my yesterday was, today is, tomorrow will be. And then these still have the magnets on them, but they fit with the sticky clip. So I'm very happy, and that means I don't have to take the magnets off in case I want to transition back to using it on a whiteboard one year. So I'm happy with that. Let's see. So down here, I have my whiteboards and my clipboards. They're not going to stay there because we can't share supplies. Eventually I'll get around to putting a whiteboard in all the kids' chair sacks, but for now they're just there so they're out of the way. And then down here is my green shelf with a bunch of book bins. Last year this held our morning tubs. We can't do morning tubs this year, so I'm debating whether to still put toys out as like for the toy rotations, or if I want to actually leave this as books to have more books out. Yeah, above my board is done. That did not change, but I did work on this board. So we have my writing mentor sentence area, and I put, these are my writing rubric cards. And I put the 2 we're going to be starting with, using my best handwriting and using finger spaces. Those are the 2 things I push at the beginning of the year with them. This is how I teach letter formation. I talk about if it's a chicken letter, a giraffe letter, or a monkey letter. So that poster's up. This is what I've used for my ELA focus board. So we do the title of our story, the setting, the characters, and then these are the words. We do the curriculum words, and I also throw in some fry words every week. And that will be here along with my letter focus. And then I'm going to have a blank space. I think we'll be able to fit an anchor chart, which will be really exciting until I get into math, like far enough into math that we need to have math up here. This was my center rotation last year, except I had it in a row of 3. Right now it's just there holding space. This is different. I decided to go ahead and type all my standards and ICANN statements for the whole year. So that's done, and we printed and laminated August, so I have that up there, and then they are in, ooh, I'm sorry, that's shaky. So they're in pocket charts, and I can easily slide them in and out to switch. And then the subject areas are magnets, so I can, if reading has 2 for the second week, I can move writing here, move math there, move the subject area to coins around, and then a spot for my schedule. We moved my computers because I had originally swung this out this way, so it kind of went to where that red tile is. Maybe even farther, I don't really remember. And then I only have one computer on the desk, but to create room for my actual like student tables, one of my friends had a great idea of adding a second desk for a computer and then spinning it this way. So that's what we did, which I'm excited about because it means I'll be able to get more kids on the computer because I can do every other. So for my first computer group, I can do 3 kids. When they're done, pull them off, and then I'll do the 2 and like sanitize in between and rotate it through. Because we did that, I had to adjust some things. So this is still here. The cord's out of the way, I'm not worried about it. We moved the smaller one sideways. It fits perfectly in that hole. This is a hot mess. We're not there yet. I put my 7 Habits poster on the bathroom because I wasn't doing my Reading Rainbow here this year, so that's done. And this is how we currently have my table set. So right now, I only have 10 chairs out because we are going to be getting plexiglass, like shield things that are gonna go up and down on the table. I don't know what they look like. So I didn't want to put more chairs out until I knew what they looked like, and then we could see if this layout could be kept. But we were hoping it should be fine, because the kids are going to wear masks. So hopefully, that's all I can keep saying is hopefully. If anything, I might have to like take this, because I have a kid here and a kid right there. I might have to separate the table, and like I'd move this one back some into like that direction, but that should be fine because this would just back up to this side. And same thing over here, I would kind of just pull it back. So yeah, the tables are still a hot mess with the stuff on them, but the layout is kind of set. And then the other thing that we did yesterday, we got our chairs tacks on and we zip tied these Dollar Tree bins to underneath, because our admin is asking that all students bring in one of these like plastic shoebox size bins, and that's to hold all their excess supplies because we're not doing community supplies, and those fit in those bins. So I'm probably gonna have them put those and their math kits underneath their chairs. So yes, yeah, that's what we got done. That's where I'm at. I think today, my only goal today is I want to finish my schedule board. So I ordered magnets. They came in yesterday while I was here. So I'm going to sit and I'm going to, wherever they are, I'm going to put magnets on these cards. Of course, this is a blank one. But let's see, like this. So I'm going to put magnets on the back, and I'm going to hole punch them because I put them on a binder ring when I'm not using them because our schedule kind of changes every day. So yeah, that's gonna be my big project today, and then I honestly think I'm gonna just get out of here. I don't want to be here that long. I've been here for hours the last couple days, so I just kind of want to knock this one thing out and go so I can feel like I did something but not be stuck here. I finished the schedule, and that did not take long. I don't know why I thought it would take longer, but it didn't. That's great. Fantastic. I decided I'm going to work on labeling some more books. Like I said, my friend yesterday labeled all my classroom library books, but the non-seasonal ones. And I also found a Scholastic book box. So I need to go through and decide what categories those go in, but that's not going to be a project for today. I want to at least make sure I get all my school books labeled. So I wanted to show you what my labels look like. They're very simple. up close. This is what they are. So I created them myself. I can't post them on TPT or anything because the clip art's all from Google, so like copyright issues. But I just typed in the name of the category, the image, and then there's a little spot up at the top. I don't know if this is gonna focus. That says AR level and AR point. So I write the level there and then I write the point value there. Yeah, we don't do AR, but I've heard from coworkers that AR is still a very popular thing, and you're at some point in your life we're probably going to work at a school that is an AR school. So I was like, no, let's just bite the bullet, and as I label my books, I'll go ahead and put the AR points. And besides, if I ever work at a school that does like Lexile levels or anything, AR is easy to convert to that if I already have that information. So that's there. And then on the inside, I either use this super cute stamp and it just says this book belongs to Ms. Demano, please enjoy and return. Or I write my last name in there, and then I do the AR and then the number, the quiz number, and then the book level and the point value. So that's all within the front cover, and that's there, and then I tape over the sticker just to make sure no kids can pull it off. So that's what this one is. So far I did the Just a Project, and I did Pete the Cat rocking my school shoes, and now I have to go through and do this lovely stack. Folklore for a second. I've been jamming out to that album. It's freaking amazing. Looking out the window, it's starting to pick up with wind, and the clouds are getting darker. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and actually leave. We're supposed to be having that tropical storm Isaias something this weekend. It was supposed to hit us like late tonight, early tomorrow morning. Not actually hit us, it's going up the East Coast, and where I am in Florida, I'm inland, so I'm just going to be getting a lot of the rain. It's going to be like a really bad thunderstorm for us. Fingers crossed, that's all it really is for us. But I did want to show you what I use to level my book, so I'm going to do it with, let's see, yeah, this one hasn't been done. So this is a book called Don't Eat the Teacher. It's one of my favorite back to school books to read. So I'm going to flip you around. I'm going to show you what I'm looking at. All right. So this is the website I use. It is called arbookfind.com. And I'm going to see. I don't think it's going to actually do it because I've been logged in. But basically, when you go on to arbookfind.com, it's going to first ask who you are. If you're a teacher, parent, student, librarian, select teacher. You don't need an account. It's like I'm under teacher. The first thing I always do is I go to advanced search. And I type in the ISBN number. So I'll look here. There's my ISBN. So I'm just going to go over and type that in. And when I hit enter, it pops right up. Now, I always search by ISBN first because there may be alternate's the right word, making sure. Alternate versions of the book. So like for instance, I have some Eric Carle ready to read books, and they're books like The Foolish Turtle, I think is one of them. That's a ready to read book, but he also has the regular Foolish Turtle, and I don't know if those quizzes are identical or not, so I search by ISBN to make sure I pulled up the right version. If ISBN does not pull anything up, I quickly switch to the quick search. So the quick search is the first page that you would be on. And I just type in the title. So Don't Eat the Teacher is the name of this book. I hit enter, and it's gonna pull up anything that's like similar to it. But this is my first one, so I just click on the title. Then I will get my sticker. Sticker in the top corner area. I try not to cover too much of the title, but sometimes that happens. And if you look, it gives you the book level. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to write 2.1 there. Most picture books are 0.5 points, so I just double check. It's actually 0.5. And then I'll flip it to the inside cover, and this is where I'll stamp or I'll just write my name, AR number for the book quiz number, the book level, and the points. And it's that simple. I look outside and it went from just windy to absolute downpour. And if this doesn't show you what it looks like, look at this window. It's like, it's an absolute, it's already downpouring. So I'm going to take that as my cue. I'm not going to bring home my chart paper like I wanted to. I'll just draft out what I want those to look like, and I'll come back and get those hopefully tomorrow if it's not storming. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here though before it like gets any worse, because I'm also wearing my knockoff Birks. So not great wet shoes. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here then. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. I just wanted to give you guys a better idea of what I'm talking about. Like, it was literally sunny. I had my sunglasses on when I drove over here not even an hour ago. And now, like, I'm standing at least 6 feet from the fence, and I am getting wet just standing here because it's downpouring, and I don't have an umbrella, so I need to make a mad rush.